31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, Jeff, I'm certainly looking forward to these cooler temperatures coming because I was trying to be all cute and fall-y today. It did not happen. It was like July, like I said earlier.
Yeah, this weekend certainly did not feel like October, but we're going to make up for it next week. In fact, we've got kind of an extended stretch of, I think, comfortable weather that everyone's going to be looking forward to. It's really going to feel like the season, just to give it another 24 hours or so. Our next weather maker, we've been talking about it here since last week, coming in for the beginning of the new work week. Cold front arriving. It will not move through with rainfall, but in the wake of it, it is going to bring us some nice fall weather. Cool mornings ahead, mild afternoons. We're getting to that time of year in this sort of weather situation where you may just need a hoodie or a light jacket first thing in the morning, but then by afternoon, it's going to be comfortably warm. Now, the downside is that rain's probably going to be a no-show. We're not expecting it with this front. Any impacts from Milton are going to be well south of us, so we're not going to pick up any moisture out of that. And the precip outlook now, as we take you into mid-October, drier than average. In fact, as we get to your 10-day in just a second, I don't have any rain on it, so it does look like this dry pattern will continue. Keep in mind, we're still in a drought situation, so even though we've gotten some rain as of late, we could stand to use a little bit more, but just doesn't look like Mother Nature's going to provide for us. Wave 31 Triple Doppler is going to get a bit of a break out there. There's nothing that we're tracking precip-wise this evening, and we're not expecting to see anything overnight tonight. With our front, though, future radar does show a little patch of cloud cover coming in, so we'll have this first thing tomorrow morning, but it's not going to stick around. Northerly winds kick in. Drier air comes on in. We'll be back to sunny skies by the lunch hour on your Monday, and we will keep it generally sunny through tomorrow afternoon. Tuesday won't be a whole lot different. Tuesday morning, 6:30 in the morning, looking mostly clear. Maybe a couple clouds Tuesday afternoon, but in general, a good bit of sunshine is going to be on the way for us in the coming days. Again, it'll be a sharp contrast to what's happening in the Gulf. Hurricane Milton, as of the 10 p.m. update from the National Hurricane Center, winds are now up to 90. The pressure is dropping, and all indications are this will remain in a favorable environment for fast strengthening over the next couple days. This is the updated forecast and track showing it gets close to the Yucatan Peninsula, staying in the southern Gulf before it does start to take a turn off to the north and the east. Looks like through the day tomorrow, this may become a major hurricane. Category 3 is what it's forecast to be by late Monday afternoon, and it may get stronger from there. Look at Tuesday morning, forecast to be a Cat 4 storm, 145 mile per hour sustained winds, likely maintaining that intensity through the day Tuesday. And then as we head towards midweek and get a little bit closer to when the landfall is going to happen, which will be by the end of the day on Wednesday, there are going to be some things that are starting to happen in the atmosphere that will likely begin to weaken the storm, but it still could be a major hurricane coming in along the west coast of Florida late in the day on Wednesday, and this could have some major impacts there. From there, it crosses Florida, moves into the Atlantic, but at this point in time, losing its tropical characteristics as it heads farther out to sea. But definitely will be some impacts there in Florida as a result of this hurricane moving on in. We still have a couple other hurricanes in the Atlantic. Kirk, 80 mile per hour winds, but it is also losing its tropical characteristics. It'll continue through the North Atlantic as a strong area low pressure headed towards Western Europe. We also have Hurricane Leslie out in the middle of the Atlantic. No concerns here to any land areas. It will likely weaken as it continues that track there in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, but likely hanging around for a while longer. And another tropical wave expected off the coast of Africa in the coming days. That does have a chance for development there. But again, way out into the Atlantic, so nowhere close to any land areas with that one, even if it does see some development. For us tonight, quiet, 60s in the morning. We'll climb into the low 70s around the lunch hour and expect to see upper 70s, low 80s tomorrow afternoon. That cold front kicks the wind around to the north. It'll be a little breezy, but not too bad at around 10 miles per hour. These are the expected highs, mostly lower 80s here across the Tennessee Valley, and it will be the beginning of an extended stretch of beautiful fall-like weather. Look at the lows here the rest of next week. Low end of the 50s. Afternoons right around that 80-degree mark. Plenty of sunshine and dry weather carrying on into next weekend. And then we're likely going to be tracking another cold front beginning of next week. that may bring the temperatures down a little bit more, perhaps into the 70s for an extended stretch, and some chillier mornings as well, maybe dipping into the 40s for those overnight lows heading into the following week. Fall weather is here, and looks like it's going to be sticking around a while.
Yeah, well, you know, I say I'm excited about this, but whenever I'm walking into work at 3 in the morning
right.
this next week and those 50s coming, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah, a
that's
little cool.
much.
Time to turn on the seat warmers in your car, at least
Exactly.
early in the day.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Jeff. Oh, flight to Vegas.